Have you ever stopped to think why the world government keeps putting out bounty posters like someone's actually gonna take down the most dangerous pirates out there? Let's be real, no one in their right mind is going after a Yonko just for the money. But bounties still matter in the world of One Piece. There are two major milestones, 100 million and 300 million. So what do those numbers actually mean? If a pirate's bounty is under 100 million, bounty hunters might still take a shot. But once someone hits 100 million, things get serious. You don't try to fight that person alone, you call the Marines. And that's usually when the Navy finally shows up to deal with it. At 300 million, the pirate's basically elite. The Marines don't even try to arrest them on the spot. Instead, they come up with a strategy, plan everything out, it's a whole operation. After that, the bounties just keep rising. If a pirate does something huge and flashy and their bounty hits 1 billion or more, the government won't even move unless they have to. At that level, the bounty is not really about capturing them anymore. It's a warning to the rest of the world. This pirate is a serious threat. And honestly, it's also the government's way of scaring people and keeping control. Fear is still their most effective weapon. Have you ever wondered why, even though they got their hands on the legendary fruit of the sun god Nika, not a single member of the Gorosei, not even Imu, ever ate it? The same goes for Roger, Shanks, and even the Marines. Why didn't any of them eat the fruit, even knowing how powerful it was? And another thing, if this fruit was so valuable, why did Shanks leave it so casually on a bar table? Were Shanks and all those incredibly strong characters just careless, or is there something deeper going on? The truth is, there's a very specific reason, and it's actually crucial. Mythical god fruits were once given as rewards to the winners of an ancient slave purification festival. That's how each Gorosei member became what they call a god warrior. These champions consumed over the last 800 years 5 powerful devil fruits. The Nika fruit was always part of this prize, but no one was ever able to open the chest where it was sealed. That's the real reason why the Gorosei chased this fruit for so long but could never use it. They had the treasure, but they couldn't destroy the container or open it. And that's exactly why Shanks was so careful. He never expected that someone, especially a child, would actually be able to open the chest and eat the fruit of the god. Zoro's reaction when he discovered what Sanji did to Luffy during the Whole Cake Island arc was anything but calm. After Sanji attacked their captain, Nami and the rest of the Straw Hats made a collective decision to keep it a secret from Zoro. They knew all too well how unforgiving he could be, especially when it came to someone laying a hand on Luffy. Their intention was to avoid an internal conflict, but they underestimated Chopper. Chopper, who always looked up to Zoro almost like a big brother or father figure, struggled with the weight of the secret. After the events in Wano, Zoro began noticing a strange heaviness in Chopper's behavior. At the same time, every glance towards Sanji gave Zoro the feeling that something was off. Eventually, Zoro started digging for answers about what really happened in Big Mom's territory. It didn't take long for the truth to come out. Sanji had landed a brutal kick to Luffy's face. Chopper broke down and revealed everything. What happened next shocked everyone. Zoro turned to Sanji, and for the first time in years, his left eye opened. That eye had always remained shut, believed to be reserved for his ultimate duel with Mihawk. But in that moment, driven by fury and betrayal, Zoro instinctively drew his sword and aimed for Sanji's neck. Only Luffy's sudden intervention stopped the strike. He stepped between them with the presence of a true king, calm, firm, and commanding. From that point on, the tension between Zoro and Sanji evolved. They were no longer just rivals, now they were sworn enemies.
Did you know the real reason why Luffy gained rubber powers instead of the power of imagination when he ate the devil fruit? Many people believe that Luffy's fruit originally grants only rubber abilities, and that the power of imagination is unlocked only after awakening. However, Vegapunk shocked everyone by revealing that the Gomu Gomu no Mi doesn't actually exist. Its true name is the Hito Hito no Mi, a mythical Zoan-type fruit. This means that when Shanks stole the fruit, he didn't know the exact power it held. He just assumed it granted rubber abilities after seeing Luffy's arm stretch. But here's the real twist. At that moment, Luffy was already using the power of imagination. When he tried to leave the bar and Shanks grabbed his arm, Luffy stretched it out of sheer will, driven by his desire. A pure act of imagination. Unknowingly, Shanks limited Luffy's imagination by telling him the fruit turned him into a rubber man. That belief stuck with Luffy, making him think his fruit was a paramecia, when in reality, it had always been a mythical Zoan. This also explains why, after seeing the awakenings of Doflamingo and Katakuri, Luffy imagined his own awakening would turn the surroundings into rubber, because that's what he believed his fruit's true power was supposed to do.